And we're back. Thanks for staying with us. We're about to dive into a conversation that is very dear to my heart and I'm very passionate about. Everyone who knows me knows I have natural hair and I love to flaunt my long, beautiful, luscious natural hair. Yeah, I decided to throw in some bragging right there. But hey, on the couch with me right here is Adanna Madueke. She's a renowned natural hair digital creator and producer of African Hairitage, guys. And this is a compelling 5-episode documentary series that takes us on a transformative journey to Nigeria, Senegal, and Kenya, where Adanna reconnects with her roots, bringing African heritage, identity, and self-expression to the forefront. How are you doing, Adanna?
I'm well.
Very
Thank you.
good.
Thank
Nice
you so
to
much.
meet you.
You too.
So when I read up on your documentary this morning, I said to myself, okay, now that's a conversation I definitely want to have.
Okay, I'm glad.
So first, talk to us. What inspired you? What is it about the natural hair that inspired you to delve into creating a documentary about it?
Yeah, I think for me, my own experience actually came from being an immigrant. Like I immigrated from Nigeria to Canada
Yeah.
at a very young age. I was a teenager, 17 years old. I did it alone, and
Alone.
yeah,
Alone.
alone.
Okay, we'll talk about that one later. That's another interesting story.
Yes. So that kind of forced me to, like, first of all, I got to a country where I didn't have anyone to make my hair for me. Like, it was so expensive.
Aha.
And then in the weather, it's cold. Like, we have
Yes.
negative 30 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And my hair is, like I can feel and see the crunchiness
Of
of the
it,
dryness. And then
right.
coming from Nigeria, I found it quite embarrassing that I didn't know how to take care of my hair. Like,
Right.
I had no form of knowledge. I had relaxer in SS3 for a while. I was so ignorant. I still remember when I used a shower gel to wash my hair in Canada because I was so clueless. I kept my braids in for as long as 4 months, the braids I took from Nigeria to Canada. And when I took down that braids, because I was so frustrated, I had so much knots and I combed out everything, not knowing even what conditioner was. I had no clue what a leave-in conditioner. I literally just knew that I needed new hair to get back to school.
Right.
And I remember, like I said, I still remember using shower gel to wash the hair with the knots. After that whole experience, my whole hair was on the floor. I didn't have anything left because my hair was transitioning at that point. I had relaxed it in SS3, so it was still like, you know, the kind of relaxed, natural, relaxed,
so
natural.
it was coming off.
Yeah. So the hair was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had natural and then relaxed hair.
Exactly. So all of that experience forced me to actually learn how to take care of my hair.
Okay.
And then I still remember when I finally found someone that could at least assist me with braiding it. She had charged me like $200. This was in over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
She had charged me like $200
So imagine like
coming from Nigeria.
Yeah.
And the only money I had in my account was $20. $20. I was like, where do I get $200 from to do this hair? So I started doing my hair by myself, and from there I started creating videos for women online. So actually just started creating for like fun, and I realized that a lot of people actually related to my experience and wanted to also learn how to do their own hair.
Right.
And that took me to the passion of like, okay, I've always loved doing hair. I used to do it for my younger ones when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
Self-taught. I never learned it from anywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be something that I would end up doing up until now,
no,
and
okay.
until I needed to do my own hair.
Okay.
I started creating tutorials from those.
Okay.
During the journey of creating tutorials, I figured that aside from even the hair, like hair was used for me as a form of self-expression.
Okay.
It made me fall in love with my natural hair and these hairstyles that makes us women, Black women, African women in general, and it kind of ignited the fire that it came with. I wanted to create this documentary to remind people that these hairstyles that we create on this channel, the twists, the braids, even the wigs, they actually have a lot of meanings that transcends to us, like our identity that comes with our history. So we cannot let these hairstyles go extinct. We need to bring back African tradition. We need to bring back everything. So if you go on my channel, you see every hairstyle you can think of, from
On
the
it.
braids to the twist to the thread to the wool. Like, it's very important for women to recognize that these hairstyles are literally connected to what defines us.
You know, it's interesting that you talk about your experience was what's ignited this passion.
Yeah.
Because it is a major challenge that a lot of women have to go through when migrating or relocating, to another country because of how expensive, having to go to the hair salon is. And then because even for some of us here in Nigeria, we are used to even home service, You just come to the house to braid our hair for us at the comfort of your on the comfort of your home. But over there, if you don't have the money, it's not you're on your own, or yours is your case. Yeah, but now let's talk about some of these hairstyles and your tour across, different African countries. How has the acceptance been so far? I know that other than Nigeria, other African countries are they celebrate their natural hair. If we were to compare in regards to our use of natural hair to the use of wigs and hair extensions, I feel like in Nigeria, we use more of hair extensions and wigs compared to other African countries. So let's talk about, your journey or sojourn through these other countries.
Yeah. This thing you actually said, it's quite embarrassing.
It is, right?
It's quite embarrassing because, like, I feel that's also what affected my self-esteem in terms of, like, trying to love my hair from scratch and learning how to do it, and then still facing discrimination for, like, my hair type. I'm almost looked at, when you come for a job interview, they're already looking at you like, this babe looks too aggressive just because I have a fro. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
So it's always like having to tame myself and tame my hair as well, and then still dealing with the fact that I don't even know how to take care of what I'm taming.
Right.
Was a whole lot. And realizing that in Nigeria, coming to Nigeria, even when I came here for holidays or to treat my hair, it was quite embarrassing that you will still go to hair salons and you'll find people trying to convince you
that to relax your hair.
Or to at least straighten it now, do something.
Exactly.
And we cannot do this.
Yeah.
Right? And this documentary, like this entire project has taught me so much that has really reflected us as Africans across different countries, from Senegal to Kenya to Nigeria. Like you mentioned, I feel like our relationship with our hair is completely different.
Sure.
In countries like Ethiopia or even Somali, I was just speaking to her earlier today. I was like, in those countries, like when you're wearing a wig, it's almost looked as
you look odd.
You don't know how to take care of your hair or what?
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Yes.
But in Nigeria, it's like you're a babe.
Yeah. Like you just you're a babe.
You're
like
a babe.
You're part of the girls.
The more both straight, the more of a babe you are.
Exactly.
Yes. So.
I mean, it's incredible, but I'm really grateful that you are, doing this very, very passionately. But now let's talk about where you intend. What's next in regards to because it's not just, I don't think it ends here. So where do you intend, how far do you intend to take this?
We intend to take this as far as possible, as far as wide, not just like within African countries. We want it to be, like I said, heritage that covers Black women and our culture. Sure. This runs down to even our relationship with our hair and slavery. So we're going to go as far as even Caribbean countries because, like I said, this hairstyle has so much meanings to them.
Yeah.
I know, like, in places like the US, not just in the US, globally, some hairstyles like locks are still looked as, this one is Raz.
Yeah.
Those hairstyles are literally, you get what I mean? Those hairstyles, that's someone's core identity.
Yeah.
Like, those hairstyles have storytelling to them. Even cornrows, like cornrows were used during slavery as road maps.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So these things are very important teachings that we cannot just wave off just so we can look more westernized or we can, deplete our culture for what it is.
Let's now that I'm thinking, I have two daughters, right?
Yeah.
And they both have natural hair.
Yeah.
And to God be the glory, I'm one of the blessed ones. Their hair is full, thick, and long and natural, right? So there are times where we would go out together and then people would ask me, what do you use? What do you use for their hair and stuff? So let's talk about some of them, because I know that that's also a challenge that a lot of women who really love to have natural hair, but because they don't exactly know what to do. And then there are some who have started, but sustaining it has been a major challenge for them. And then also because we don't have as many natural hair salons in Nigeria as compared to other, salons where you can just go fix your wig or have your hair braided out or something, right?
Mm-hmm. There's this thing that says education is expensive, but try ignorance. It will not be funny. And I totally understand because we've all come from the same experience of trying to figure it out. But one thing I've also learned from my natural hair journey, honestly, is keep it simple. Once you learn the core things, and the knowledge is very important. That's why we have projects like Crown Revival. So we actually go to schools to teach young girls about their hair, to love their hair. We give them tools, we give them products, we give them everything that they need to start off their natural hair journey, because that's something I wish I knew at such an early age, right? I mean, the Caucasians, they take care of their hair like it's part of their daily lives. So we should be able to have that level of every day, okay, I need to get my hair ready, and it shouldn't feel like stress. I think keeping it simple with products really helps. Conditioner is your best friend. Conditioner is,
because they help to moisturize it.
It helps
and
to
then
moisturize.
detangle as well.
It helps to detangle as well. So education, I think a lot of education. I wouldn't blame the fact that we don't have a lot of hair salons, but I think it's time for us to start working on making sure that we have those natural hairstylists that know what they are doing.
I agree.
Because
know what they're doing.
Know what they are doing.
Because, you know, what you said something that just resonated with me. And I think it is also identifying what hair type you have. So that way it helps also know what kind of products or what kind of, even if you're doing a home remedy. I think one major, when it comes to home remedy, that people underestimate or do not even know or just underrate is banana and avocado
combination.
Yeah, like the smoothie. Like into a smoothie with like an egg yolk and then using on your hair.
Something you said right there is so powerful. See how natural that ingredient is, but it's working.
Yeah, it works.
Exactly.
You would love your hair.
I'm sure it's delicious.
It's delicious. It's like you're nourishing your body. It's
I can imagine.
It gives that natural blood.
Oh my God.
Just try.
Okay, now I want to see your daughter's hair.
Thank you so much, Adanna.
Thank you.
This is such a laudable project. I am wishing you all the best. And please, I'm going to join you in this propagation of the gospel of natural hair.
Yes. Go and take care of your hair. We know that we go and take care of your hair.
We have to go on a quick break now. It's the top of the hour, people. The show continues in a bit. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.